A plan to resolve the Russian-Ukrainian conflict has leaked in the media, consisting of 28 points. Every point of this ridiculous plan points to Ukraine's complete capitulation. Let's figure it out. Points 2 and 3 of this document suggest a comprehensive agreement on non-aggression between Russia, Europe, and Ukraine, as well as no expansion of the North Atlantic Alliance. It sounds more like a document from the series, "Let's just promise and everything will magically resolve." It sounds like a point written under Moscow's dictation. The sixth clause of the agreement states that the Ukrainian army can no longer exceed 600,000 people. What a turn of events! A peaceful plan that begins with the phrase, "Let's set the army ceiling at the level of a small European country entirely." Although, in fact, before Russia's invasion, the size of the Ukrainian army was almost half as much. According to the conditions of the 7th, 8th, and 9th points, Ukraine is prohibited from aiming for the North Atlantic Alliance. The level of absurdity is overwhelming. It seems that Ukraine was simply given a list of what it is not allowed to want. A world in which one country is restricted in its goals so that another does not get nervous? This is not a compromise. This is mockery stamped with an official seal. Item 13 talks about reintegration of Russia into the global economy, return to G8, and lifting all sanctions. Super! So, started a war, destroyed the economy, received sanctions, and are now re-entering as if nothing happened? This is not diplomacy. This is geopolitical cashback. Thank you for your participation. Regain access to the global economy. Point 14 is the sweetest, the division of frozen Russian assets. According to the terms of the agreement, 100 billion will go to the restoration of Ukraine under US control. Europe will invest another 100 billion of its own money, and the remaining 200 billion of Russian assets will go to joint economic projects between the US and Russia. Here, the plan ceases to be peaceful and turns into a business plan with geopolitical undertones. But this is not even peace. It is the formalization of partnership on the ruins, where everyone tries to grab their share. Frankly, this all looks like the most expensive joint startup in the history of geopolitics. Recognition of de facto Crimea, Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics, as well as Kherson and Zaporizhia regions along the contact line as Russian territory. This is the main blow. This is not peace. It is the legalization of already committed actions, making it most convenient for everyone except Ukraine. A level of compromise. You endure, he receives, we record, and move on. This peace plan is not about peace. It's a geopolitical deal where each side tries to gain bonuses, and the word war is used as an argument in negotiations. For Ukraine, restrictions. For Russia, return, status, money, recognition. For the USA, control of financial flows and influence. For Europe, the role of the wallet. For the world, a report on diplomatic progress.